Every culture, every civilization, and every faith tradition has developed rituals to connect the human being with something greater. Among these, prayer stands as one of the most universal. Whether whispered in silence, recited in rhythm, or performed in movement, prayer is more than a spiritual act. It is also deeply human. It is both communication and transformation, an anchor that holds us steady in the chaos of life. The Quran reminds us, recite what has been revealed to you of the book and establish prayer. Indeed, prayer prohibits immorality and wrongdoing, and the remembrance of God is greater, and God knows that which you do. Surah Al-Ankabut 29, verse 45. Here, prayer is not presented as empty ritual, but as a force that actively reshapes character, redirecting behavior away from harm and toward goodness. Modern science is beginning to catch up to this truth. In 2016, Harvard Medical School conducted research showing that meditation and prayer-like practices reduce stress by lowering cortisol levels in the body. Brain imaging studies reveal that prayer activates regions linked with empathy, compassion, and emotional regulation. Neuroscientists at the University of Pennsylvania discovered that people engaged in prayer or deep meditation show decreased activity in the parietal lobe, the part of the brain associated with the sense of self. In other words, prayer literally quiets the ego, allowing the person to feel connected to something larger than themselves. But prayer is not just about inward calm. It has measurable effects on daily life. The World Health Organization has pointed out that depression and anxiety are among the fastest-growing mental health challenges globally, with more than 280 million people affected by depression worldwide. Communities where prayer and spirituality are integrated into daily life show significantly higher resilience to these pressures. Prayer fosters hope, meaning, and direction, protecting people from despair. The Quran captures this promise in Surah Ar-Ra'd 13, verse 28. Those who have believed and whose hearts are assured by the remembrance of God. Unquestionably, by the remembrance of God, hearts are assured. Prayer also nurtures discipline. The structured rhythm of daily prayers, morning, noon, afternoon, evening, and night, builds consistency into the human mind. Psychologists note that habits repeated daily become part of the brain's automatic programming. Just as exercise strengthens muscles, repeated prayer strengthens focus and self-control. And this discipline spills into other areas of life, work, family, and relationships. The Quran emphasizes this discipline in Surah Al-Baqarah 2, verse 238, maintain with care the obligatory prayers, and in particular the middle prayer, and stand before God devoutly obedient. Beyond the personal, prayer strengthens community. When people gather in rows, side by side, status, wealth, and background disappear. In congregational prayers, whether in small mosques, churches, synagogues, or temples, people stand equal. No throne, no title, just shared humility. Studies from sociologists at Duke University show that individuals who participate in communal prayer report higher levels of belonging, trust, and social support. This is why in moments of global tragedy, from natural disasters to wars, people instinctively gather together in prayer. The act builds resilience not just individually, but collectively. Interestingly, prayer also has effects on physical health. Researchers from Mayo Clinic found that people who practice daily prayer or spiritual rituals tend to live longer, with lower risks of hypertension and heart disease. The rhythmic movements of certain prayer forms, such as bowing, kneeling, and prostrating, resemble light physical exercise, promoting blood circulation and relaxation of muscles. This harmony of body and spirit is hinted at in the Quran. O you who have believed, bow and prostrate and worship your Lord and do good, that you may succeed. Surah Al-Hajj 22, verse 77. But perhaps one of the greatest transformations that prayer offers is perspective. In a world dominated by noise, the constant ping of notifications, the endless flood of digital media, the pressure to always perform, prayer forces a pause. It breaks the cycle of busyness and reorients the heart toward gratitude. Global studies on gratitude practices show that people who regularly express thanks have higher levels of happiness and reduced stress. Prayer, at its essence, is the deepest form of gratitude, acknowledging that life, breath, health, and every opportunity are gifts. The Quran affirms this truth. If you are grateful, I will surely increase you in favor. But if you deny, indeed, my punishment is severe. Surah Ibrahim 14, verse 7. In the digital age, when everything seems fast, disposable, and fleeting, prayer remains a timeless anchor. It slows us down. It reminds us of who we are. It gives meaning when the world seems empty and courage when life feels heavy. For some, it is a moment of quiet whisper in solitude. For others, it is the power of standing shoulder to shoulder with thousands. But in all its forms, prayer transforms, because it touches the deepest part of the human being, the soul. The Quran captures this transformative essence beautifully in Surah Al-Baqarah 2, verse 45. And seek help through patience and prayer, and indeed it is difficult except for the humbly submissive. Through prayer, patience grows. Through prayer, humility develops. Through prayer, strength is born. And through prayer, transformation becomes real. Prayer is not just about asking. It is about aligning. Aligning with order. Aligning with meaning. Aligning with the deeper beauty of existence. And when a person prays, they don't just speak words. They reshape themselves little by little, day by day, moment by moment. That is the true transformative power of prayer, a daily ritual that does not just connect us with the divine, but also awakens the best version of ourselves,